To the post-match press conference of the 2025 UEFA Conference League final. I'm joined by Real Betis head coach Manuel Pellegrini. Like yesterday, we have translations in English, Polish, and Spanish. Media, who wants to get us started? Let's go here. And please use the microphone, yeah.
Hola, Manuel. Buenas noches.
Well, good evening. What happened to Betis? What the difference between the great first half they played and the second half that they really struggled, and Chelsea annihilated them? What happened to the team? Well, we played a great first half. When we scored a goal, we had a couple more clear chances to make it, to score more goals. But then Chelsea in the second half, they were conditioned, well, we were conditioned by injuries from up there, for example, who was creating a lot of danger on the left side. But that we started seeing a difference in the game there, because we couldn't hurt Chelsea anymore. We started being hurt by Chelsea there, so and we couldn't reverse that. Question is well, this is a double question. What do you thought about the fan? What do you think about the fans? And I wanted to ask you if this means some kind of learning for the club for subsequent editions. Well, the fans have been incredible. The support for the team has been undeniable the whole time, during the game, during the first half, and even after the defeat. So all I can say is thank you. So this is what hurts us the most, not being able to give them this title, which they deserved as fans. And the second question was? What it means for the club. Well, this is going to be a learning stage for the club. Well, no, of course. We've managed to qualify for Europe for the next season, and we try to build our squad in order to be competitive in all the tournaments we play in. And of course, I have to say that injuries today, really cost us trouble. We had a few injured players that couldn't play today, and with a team as powerful as Chelsea, that's always going to be hurtful. No, we are closer to the next edition of the European campaign for Chelsea. Do you think you can reach that final in the Europa League next year? Do you trust your squad? Do you trust Betis to be able to repeat their presence to a European final next year? Well, for Betis, reaching a final and being classified for Europe next year, it's already quite a feat, quite an achievement. So we'll have to work day by day. I don't think we should start thinking about the Europa League final, but we need to structure our squad again in order to be able to compete, like I said, in every competition. But of course, the most powerful the squad, the more chances we have to go far in Europe and just keep being competitive in the league. So we've played a really good season overall. Unfortunately, we couldn't win this final title, and we will start working from tomorrow to try to structure the team for the next season. Mr. Pellegrini, is this a step backwards in the growth of the club, do you think? Can you take any learnings from tonight's final? What can you say to the fans? Like I said, we played a really good first half, and in the second half they were better, and they managed to make the goals that would make them win the final. I think we played a season. I think a season in which we were qualified for Europe and we played a European final is a step forward, not a step backwards. I'm sure the fans are going to agree with us. How are the footballers feeling after playing such a good first half and to see the team succumb with such a big difference? I don't know. What's the mood in the dressing room? And maybe towards next season, maybe we should be thinking about reinforcing the defense very much, because we have conceded many goals at the end of the season, don't you think? Well, of course, the whole squad is really feeling really bitter. They're not happy at all. We couldn't maintain what we did in the first half. I have to say that Abde and Ricardo Rodriguez being injured cost us a lot of trouble for the second hand. We suffered a lot with Neto and Palmer, two players who play in that sector. So we were causing them trouble with Abde, but he suffered an ankle sprain, and we had to substitute him. So reaching a final and playing a final against a rival that was superior to us was really good, but still we should be proud about what the kind of final we played, and the rest is football.
Oh, wait for the mic, please.
I'd like to ask you if the key for the game were the substitutions. Every time we saw substitution for Chelsea, we saw a player that cost many million euros, and etc. And do you think that could be that made the final not be level? We all know the kind of squad that Chelsea has, but I think our two substitutions were due to injury. I have to insist in that. We created quite a lot of trouble through that left-hand side. That's where we scored the goal. But injuries, unfortunately, did not let us keep playing at the same level we were playing before. So we played with this. We reached the final with this squad, and we will try to make an even better squad for next year.
Chelsea shortly. Thank you.
Questions though, because I'm here for support.
Where must it?
In the middle.
So here. This one.
Yeah. And you're here? All right. Hi, everyone. We're now here with Chelsea. Congratulations to Chelsea on tonight's victory. As before, we have translations in English, Spanish, and Polish. Please use the microphone and introduce your name and your media. All right. Let's go.
If you raise your hand, we'll get to as many of you as possible. Who'd like to go first? So all rush once. Peter.
Do I speak about it?
Hi guys. First of all, how does it feel to have a winner's medal around your neck, and what can that do for Chelsea going forward?
Yeah, it's a good feeling for us and the fans.
Was that a huge motivation for you coming into this game today, particularly actually in the second half, where you seemed to struggle in the first half, but in the second half really came out fighting?
Yeah, we just picked up the intensity, and yeah, we put on a good performance in the second half.
Yeah. So.
Cole, can you talk us through your two assists and how they changed the game?
Yeah, I was just sick of getting the ball and going backwards and sideways, so I thought when I next get the ball, I'm just gonna go, and yeah, it worked.
How does tonight?
On that, please, Cole. Can you have some more detail on that, please?
Which one?
The first one, actually.
The first one, I just remember there's a bit of space, so I was chopping and changing, and I seen Enzo running, and yeah, I just put it over the top.
And the second one?
Same again. I seen Jackson and saw across.
Okay, yeah, Simon.
Hey Cole, you were part of a team that last season lost the League Cup final. and there was a big, bold comment from Gary Neville saying that they're £1 billion bottle jobs. Do you feel, how hurt were you as a player to be labelled with that, and do you feel like no one can call Chelsea £1 billion bottle jobs anymore?
I won't say I was hurt. I don't really pay attention, to be honest. But I think we've shown on Sunday that we can go to a tough place and win. And tonight, even when we was losing, I feel like we've shown good character again, and we come back.
Yeah, just in here. Sorry.
Question for both. Harit Adrian from Armenia. You played against, the team played, you were not playing there. And how is the feeling when you were not a part of a team which was in a group stage and you jump in to win the trophy? How is this feeling of you both? Because it was kind of sensational performance from your side call today. Thank you.
In the early stages, it weren't too bad because obviously the team had to go to Kazakhstan, and as Tosin, he didn't really enjoy it because it was 11 hours flight. But obviously to come back in the tournament now and win it is a great feeling.
Cool. And we'll do one more here with Jake.
Wait, can I ask a question? Who gives player of the tournament out for the competition?
It's a UEFA question.
It's the UEFA Technical Observer Panel.
Can someone tell him that Tosin wants it? Okay. Thank you.
To finish with Jacob, please.
Hi, Tosin. Can you just talk a bit about Cole and what he's actually done tonight? Because you were 1-0 down, and sort of say like big players come up in those moments in those finals and lift their teams, and seems that's what he's done tonight.
Yeah, if you saw what he did today, yeah, it was crazy, to be honest. Two very special individual moments where he was able to hold on to the ball and provide bundles of quality to put the ball onto Enzo's head, onto Nico's foot to score 2 great goals and completely change the game. And yeah, that's what he does, man.
Tosin, you got one more.
Congratulations for winning the Conference League. I'm from Nigeria.
Okay.
To be honest, I didn't know it was you sitting there. My question is, there was a time that it was said that you turned down the opportunity to play for Nigeria, 2020, and then in 2022, you made it clear that you would like to play for Nigeria. Could you clear the air on what your stance is as far as international football?
Yeah, so both of those pieces of news are pretty false. I've never turned down Nigeria, and I've never had any conversations with them to say that I will be going to Nigeria. At the point of last season, where there was a little bit of conversation, I told the club obviously I just wanted to focus on club football. I was in the last year at Fulham, and I just wanted to have a solid running at Fulham, and now I'm at Chelsea in my first year, which I wanted to concentrate on again, and I think now is going to be the time that I need to make a decision.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll be back with Enzo Maresca in a few moments.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we are here with head coach Enzo Maresca. I'll turn it over to you to get started.
Yep, in here, please.
Okay, thank you. First of all, congratulations with the victory. Yesterday there was a lot of questions regarding swearing in front of daughters, stuff like that. My question could be strange. During the halftime, how many times you swear to the players to show your anger? Thank you.
I think I expect a little bit the way we play first half, and the reason why is because I said 2 weeks ago that in football you cannot give any advantage to any team. I think between us and them, 48 hours has been big difference. Friday they had the game where they were playing for nothing, no any target. We play 100 minutes Sunday until the last seconds to achieve something important. So I expect a little bit. Then I think we adjust something tactically half time, but especially we changed something. And second half we were much better, and we are very happy.
Kieran.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cole Palmer isn't bad, is he? Can you talk us through what makes him so special as a player and what he did tonight for you to sort of turn that final around with those 2 assists?
Yeah, no. The bad moment or the bad run he had during this season is going to make him a better player, no doubt. We all know that he's a top player. We need to help him to be in the right position in the right moment. And then he's quality player. In the last third, he can decide games with goal or with assist. And as you said, the 2 assists, they have been both very, very nice.
Simon.
Congratulations, Enzo.
Thank you.
How significant do you think the last few weeks have been in terms of going forward, that your players have shown a new steel to bounce back from adversity, to win the games when no one sort of thought that you had the toughest run in the Premier League, the Newcastle result, and then of course tonight 1-0 down. Do you feel like you're seeing a new sort of togetherness with this squad that you can take into next season?
For sure we improve a lot since we start. We also start to win games in ugly way. That it's something with the young squad that you struggle to do that. But I think, for instance, Nottingham Forest game, we won in a little bit in ugly way. We found the way to win the game. That was very, very important. And then the best picture for me for tonight that make me understand that we go in the right direction is when we score. The first 2 guys to celebrate was Malo Gusto and Benoit, the 2 that we change. And this, probably sometimes we judge games, but this for me, for a manager, when you change players that they are not playing good and they are the first that they enjoy the celebration, that means a lot. That means that the spirit is good, we go in the right direction, everyone is helping each other, and this is a good base to build something important.
Jacob.
Hi Enzo. You said that Nicholas Jackson had a bit of a debt to repay to his teammates. Has he done it tonight?
Yeah, the good game. First half I think it was difficult for all of us. Second half we were much better. Also Nico was better, and he scored, he worked hard, and this is the Nico that the teammates needs.
James.
What can winning a trophy do for this young group? We often talk about teams, not just Chelsea, but teams in general, their development. They need that first trophy to get over the line, to know what it takes to win, to help them kick on. Do you feel that this trophy can have that effect for this group?
Hopefully it can be a starting point. To build a winner mentality, you need to win games, you need to win competition, and for sure the trophy we won tonight is going to make us better. But also I'm very proud about the path or the journey we have done in the Premier League. That for me is the most difficult competition in the world. You have to be consistent. It's 38 games, and this player they show during this. That's why after Nottingham Forest my outburst was a little bit exaggerate, but the reason why is just because in 38 games you need to be consistent, and with young squad, I mean the youngest squad in the history of Premier League, it's something unbelievable.
Over here, please.
Hello, Enzo. I want to ask you in Spanish, if it's okay for you. Quería preguntarte un poco qué significa haber ganado a Manuel Pellegrini.
What it means beating Manuel Pellegrini for you, and also what did you say to each other after the final whistle? would you like to comment what you said? Well, with Manuel, we spoke yesterday, we spoke a few years ago, and of course we coincide in one thing. He wanted to win on one side, I wanted to win on the other side, but I'm sure that the winner and the loser would be happy for the winner in any case, right? Because we know each other very well. Luckily, we won, but I'm convinced that Manuel is happy on one hand, is happy for me, and I would have been happy. I would be sad if we had lost, but of course, I would have been a little bit happy to see Manuel win.
Do you ever want to be back in this competition? Should you be looking further ahead?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We won this competition. I said many times, we're going to try to win the competition where we are in, I would say, where we play. This season, many times people was talking about Champions League, Europa League, but you cannot win that competition if you play conference. So our target was to win conference. Now, next season we're going to play Champions League, and we see. No.
Over here, please.
Hi Enzo, congratulations. I wanted to ask about this good ending of the season of Premier League and Conference League. Will it be a challenge to remain focused before the Club World Cup? Because now there are these few weeks ahead, and I wonder, will it be a challenge for you also, with these successes in the end of the season, to keep the team focused on that? And what is your goal in Club World Cup? Thank you.
Now we have 10 days off. 10 days where we need to recover energy, and then we're gonna start the Club World Cup. The target, to be honest, is go game by game, try to go step by step. But in this moment, we don't have any target for the Club World Cup. Now the only target is to recover energy, because the season has been very long. Don't forget that we start the conference in playoff, not even in the group, and has been a long season.
Okay, we'll end it there. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone, and congratulations again to Chelsea.